Oh, hello. You don't know who I am, but today we're going to start our new series all about of the great Sega Master System North American Game Hunt, where we go on the adventures and the mail orders and the eBay shopping for all of the Sega Master System games released here in North America. Well, in this first episode, we'll do a quick rundown of what I currently have, and then what we'll do is, I don't know, probably once a month or every 2 weeks or so, we'll try and put out a video where we actually talk about any new games we've got, and then we also review and look at least two Master System games, because not only am I going to collect them all, I'm going to play them all. I'm not going to beat them because I'm not that great of a gamer that much anymore, but I'm just having some fun bringing in the whole collection. I'll show you here all what we're going for. I am going for a full meal collection where we've got the case and everything we can inside, right? So, some of these will include the little bit of extras. I've got a few of the posters that were available. But yeah, I'm looking for case, cartridge, and instructions so we can do like I said, a full, complete collection. And I need to be on the lookout for accessories, too, that we need for the Master System, because I want to try and get everything together. Alright, so with that being said, once again, welcome to this great series, which should be a lot of fun. And now let's get into quickly looking at I think I've got 14 games so far. So let's take a quick look at those, and then we will go ahead and review our first two games. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's do that quick run through. I won't show you everything that's in them because I don't know if we really want to go that deep, but here's what we've got so far. We have Lord of the Sword. Now that is a great title. That's a great title. Then we have Reggie Jackson Baseball. It's great. Hanger tab. Perfect. We've also got Zaxxon 3D. Yeah. Next up is Global Defense. Ooh, then we have the Shinobi. Well, I mean, Shinobi. I don't know why I throw a "the" in it, but just Shinobi. There we go. Super Tennis. Bomber Raid in the black case, so probably a later release. Time Soldiers. Altered Beast. Outrun. Great Football, which is in need of a new cover because that is chewed up. Gangster Town. And then the last of our full meals is Action Fighter. There we go. Now I do have 3 games which are just a loose cartridge, which I need to find everything for. That is Alex Kidd and the Lone Star. What is this? And the Lost Star. Alex Kidd, the Lost Star. And then Afterburner. And the Ninja. That's why I must have said the Shinobi. So, that is the current collection. So let's grab 2 of these and talk about them. Oh, and to keep things in the spirit of all things Sega Master System for this series, we'll always have a Master System game playing in behind us as well. We'll have it plugged in and see what kind of a demo it automatically shows when you just leave the cartridge in the console. Alright, so first up, our first 2 games initially are going to be Outrun and Great Football. So we'll talk about those. I figure what I'll do for this is I'm just going to go ahead and read you off the back what the actual what the box says the game should be, and then tell you my little bits about it as we look at some footage, and then wrap things up at the end. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's just start with Outrun, which is twice the mega power. So this is the 2 mega cartridge Outrun. Not to be confused with the 1 mega cartridge Outrun, which I'm sure there is not. But For one player. I'll show you here. We've got everything on the inside. A little beat up, but that's okay. It's all here. So let's read about Outrun. Brace yourself for the most realistic racing experience yet. And to play, you've got to have what it takes. Nerve, skill, and brains. Nerve. You're behind the wheel of a super-tuned race car with one speed only. Fast. Skill. You're maneuvering a car that can nearly reach a simulated 270 kilometers per hour. Yeah, there you go. Moving right along. Brains, because you're in control of your car's speed and handling at a dangerous pace. You have to use your head and not just your hands to survive. So get geared for the ride of your life and stay alert. The track may look terrific, but these speeds... The track may look terrific, but at these speeds, anything can run into a danger zone. Ooh, I read that wrong. Anything can turn into a danger zone. Outrun, the exciting home version of the original video arcade game created and made available exclusively by Sega. And like you, I put a lot of quarters into Outrun in the arcades. Oh yes, Outrun, who can forget this? Developed and published both by Sega, and then released in October of 1987. Here we go, this is the Sega Master System version of the game that many of us spent many a quarter in at the arcade. It was, oh man, that was so much fun in the arcade, and actually I'm very impressed with the way that it plays, sounds, and even looks here on the Master System. It translates very well to the home console. It gives you a decent replication of the speed that the game wants you to feel, and that also that the arcade even showed off. Of course, it would be even more fun with a steering wheel peripheral, but I don't think there was one released for the Master System here in North America. But that would have made this just that would have been great to include, to be able to play that. But as you see. It is limited to what is shown on the screen, of course, but you do get the feeling of the speed and the handling of the car as well, and it's great. The game is a lot of fun, just as how it is a full experience from start to finish, and it's just constantly going. There's no load screens or anything like that. You just go from one area to the next, and it's just a continual race against the clock as you try and make it from one side of the country to the other. Which we could use nowadays. We could use a Cannonball Run style of game. I think that'd be great on the newer consoles. Anyways, yeah, this is it. Outrun. If you don't have it for the Master System, I do recommend you include it and add it to your library. Yeah, that was a great game. Outrun was awesome. All right, let's move on to Great Football, the Mega cartridge. And unfortunately, you see that is just ripped up. But here we go on the back. Great Football. Before Sega took over the sports world by storm, pretty much with the Genesis. Let's see what it was like. All right, anyways. Great Football. Playoff fever grips you, and no wonder. You're the driving force that can take your football team to the top in this rough and tumble contest between the leagues. The outcome of the game is the outcome of the game is in your hands. As a quarterback, you select the plays, line up the formations, call the signals, and carry the ball. Cut down your opponent with deadly blocking, intercept a pass, make a flying tackle. All you need is skill, strategy, cunning, and nerve. Ooh, there it is again, nerve. For non-stop action that charges across the screen. You decide to pass. It looks good. Touchdown. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm going to say Great Football was not a touchdown when you compare it to, of course, the Nintendo side of things, which has, as I said in a video before, one of the greatest, and possibly still the greatest football game created, with Tech Mobile. This one is a bit rough, but let's get into it and take a look. Well, you got to start somewhere, right? And Great Football at least does give you a football game, but unfortunately it is pretty shallow and it is not so great. It is serviceable, but after being spoiled, as I said before, with Tecmo Bowl, and then years later with all the Madden games, this is just, it at least gives you a football game to play on the Master System. And hopefully there's another one we get to try that is a little bit more in depth. This has no licensed teams, but that's okay. But when you play single player, you're only playing offense against the computer in a matchup where you're down 0 to 35 like it shows right there, and then you just try and play 4 quarters of of offensive football until you win. And gosh, that's really it. I didn't get a chance to play this as 2-player, but that's okay. If you're going for the complete collection, of course, we got to pick this up. Hopefully there's a better football game to play, but it was, like I said, it was serviceable. And if it's all you had at the time, then it's not that bad, right? It's not 10-yard fight or anything like that. All right. Well, and there we have it. Our first 2 game little reviews out of the way, with a great one with Outrun, and then if you didn't have anything else, but you had great football, you at least had a football game. And yeah, not everything is going to knock it out of the park, right? Oh, yeah, speaking. That was funny. That worked well. Anyways, yeah, so that's going to start, I think, how this is going to go. It might change up a little bit here or there as we continue to go on and collect everything. I hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought about your time with Outrun or Great Football on the Master System. And yeah, we'll get ready for the next 2 here in a little bit. Yeah, not sure what else to do other than say, and as always, game on!